Welcome back, you gorgeous weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm so glad you're here. I know I have missed some uploads, and I'm sorry. I'm still really getting used to juggling everything with this new job at Safe Space, but it's good, it's amazing, it's fabulous. Let's talk about what we're getting into today. I did snatch from my daughter this watercolor palette, and I've never done this before, and I don't know why, but we're going to do it together today. We're going to do some nail art using watercolor paint, and y'all, this was so much fun. It's so easy, and you don't need a ton of products to get a really sweet looking nail using watercolor paints. So I'm going to start off by using this white from Model 1. So you can use any white you want. You don't need to use gel polish. If you're a dip powder girly or a polygel girly or whatever you want to use on your nails, use that, but it's going to be white and it's going to be matte. So what I'm doing is putting one coat, curing for 30 seconds. I'll do my second coat, cure for an additional 30 seconds. Then I'll go in with a matte gel top coat. Now, y'all know that I have been living for and obsessed with the Model 1's HEMA-free gel essentials, right? The gel base, top, and matte top coat. That has not changed. I'm literally living for these gels. They're so good. I don't know why people are sleeping on Model 1's products. They are just so good. And that white, I mean, it's like Ross's teeth white. If you know, you know. So I'm going to go ahead and get my matte gel top coat on here. Then we're getting into the watercolor. Now, again, you don't have to use watercolor. Sharpies also work really well for this. Not quite the same way. And if you want me to do a video on that, let me know and I'll get that put together for you. But with watercolor, y'all, this could not be easier. So I was feeling a little, I don't know, I don't want to say celestial, but like cloud vibes. So I'm going to do a little cloudy, not like cloudy, like a pastel cloud moment. This is a brush I grabbed on Amazon. I'll see if I can leave it linked down below, but I'm picking up some water. I dabbed it in one of those colors and I'm just going to go in. I'm just going to go in and start making a mess on this nail. And the beauty of using the watercolors, nothing is permanent until you allow it to dry down. And even then, it washes off with water. So you can play with this as much or as little as you feel like you want to or need to before you're committed to it, which I think is amazing. Now, one thing to note, I know I've talked about this before previously, but you definitely want to have knowledge of color theory before you go messing around with stuff like this. You want to make sure you're using colors that blend well together. If you go in with like a green and an orange, you're going to make doo-doo brown and it's likely not going to be pretty unless that's what you're going for, in which case party on Wayne. So you want to make sure you're using colors that complement each other and blend, because these are going to bleed together and blend. That's why I'm using this like teal bluish color and pink. I figured they're going to blend together and make a really pretty purple, so like a third color, and they did, which I'm super excited about, as you're going to see when it all comes together. And I'm really happy with the way these came out. I'm actually kind of obsessed, and the possibilities with this are literally limitless, especially if you're into more intricate nail art. If you're into stamping, you can do some really pretty abstract stamping over this stuff. I had a video years ago where I did something very similar to this using alcohol inks, which is fine. And if that's what you have, you can go ahead and use alcohol inks for the same effect. But for me, I just feel like watercolor paint is a little bit easier to work with. If you've had struggles with alcohol inks or Sharpie nail art, this is so much easier. It's cleaner. It doesn't stain nearly as bad as those alcohol inks do. And I feel like the watercolor paints are much more accessible as well. This one came from Amazon. I don't know how much it was. I will try to leave everything linked down below for you guys per usual. But accessibility for me is key. I don't want to have to go searching for something because I have ADHD, and as soon as I start looking for something, I'm going to find 18 other things that I need / want, and I'm going to forget what I'm doing. So watercolor, super easy. You can find them anywhere and just play. This is adult playtime. Okay, if you need to de-stress, if you are needing something cathartic, if you're into art and stuff like that. And this is going to be so much fun for you to just sit and play and do something super artsy on your nails, and you can wear it. Is this wearable art? Probably. Is it like Monet? No, I'm not a Picasso. But it was super fun for me to do, and it came out really, really beautiful. Not to mention that I feel like since now we are post Valentine's Day, I really want to start getting into springs type stuff. Even though I'm in Florida, most of you guys know that, and it has been exceptionally warm here. It's been like in the mid 80s for the last week, but we're getting a cold front, which I'm so excited about. I can't wait to be bundled up again. I love winter here in Florida. Now, I know, it's not winter compared to a lot of y'all who live anywhere else. But for me to have just 60-degree weather is so beautiful. But I am so ready for all the spring things. Like, I'm over winter at this point. And when I say that, I mean winter colors. Like, I don't want to see any more snowflakes. I don't want to see any more sweaters on nails. So I'm getting into all the spring things, and this was so perfect to kind of jumpstart into spring. I did finish up all of the nails using the same exact stuff that I used before. They came out so freaking gorgeous, but now we need to seal it in. These have all dried down. They're completely dry. And again, this was the first for me, so I wasn't sure how gel would go on over top, but I'm using gel base coat first, and I'll explain that here in a second. And as you can see, there is zero bleeding. There is nothing on my gel brush. Everything dried down absolutely beautifully. So I can go right in with my gel base coat with no issues. Now, the reason I want to go in with gel base coat first is because gel top coat over anything matte or non-textured will likely peel off, and nobody wants gel top coat peeling problems. So the gel base coat acts as kind of double-sided adhesive. It sticks to the nail and it will grip onto that gel top coat you're putting on. Now, if you wanted to gloss these up and make them ultra shiny, you totally can. For me, nail art looks the best with a matte gel top coat. Plus, it's easier to photograph for you guys. So I'm going in again with that Model 1's matte HEMA-free gel top coat. The gel base I cured for 30 seconds. I'm going to cure this for a full minute. And here is what the finished set looks like. I cannot wait to get these on the nails. So we're going to go do that right now. And here is what the set looks like completely installed. I could not be more in love. They're so soft, so sweet, so beautiful, very artsy. I am literally in love with this set, and the watercolors were just so easy to use. If you've used watercolors for nail art, let me know down below, or let me know if you feel like this is something you might want to try. Thank you guys for spending some of your day with me today. I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are, and I will catch you in the next one. Love you, bye.